How the bloody hell are ya? This is Hair Clip in the Sand, Breakdown. However, not Breakdown, because this is quite an old song and I lost everything on my old laptop. And yeah, I left it in the freezer because it was a really hot day and I was trying to cool it down, and I forgot that I put it in the freezer. And I was looking around for my house like for like an hour, being like, where the fuck's my computer? And I was like, oh shit. And I went and looked in the freezer, lid frozen shut, and the laptop was gone. It was dead, and it's about 1,000 Australian dollars to retrieve what's on the hard drive. So luckily I sent Hair Clip in the Sand around for people to remix it. No one ever did, but I was able to get back the project file, but I never I mean, a lot of the sound design and whatnot was done in other projects, so I wasn't able to retrieve those. But I do have I do have the project. So without further ado, let's start off with the intro. So let's go. So yeah, the way I work is a lot more messy than this. Like, as fucked as this project looks, it's like I've spent about an hour trying to tidy this up. I don't use groups or anything because I'm special. So in here I've just dumped everything into the effects group that I think classifies as an effect. So let's go through one by one, because the intro is cool, and it's literally just layered effects. So yeah, so here we have the main bass from the drop, just resampled, just a bit of a taster with some delay on it. Yeah, we just got some 8th note delay on it, filtered, nothing too crazy. As well, layered with that, we have the classic old YOKED sound. I'm so glad that I got this project because I lost all these sounds. But yeah, that's the classic YOKED sound. Absolutely dry, no effects whatsoever. We got this bass one shot from whoever the hell. Definitely is spooky. We got this string thing going on underneath. Pretty sure that's just an Ableton stock or something. Can't quite remember, but yes, we got this suspenseful string thing being layered and filtered in over time. We got this some more strings just doing their thing. I'm guessing that was resampled and then shifted down one semitone and then resampled again, which is why it's not showing up. This is an old YOKED. If you look at the Patreon, all these vocal samples that are in here in the pack. I've spent hours digging through YouTube. But yeah, this is a Your Matched Say Hello sample. Just with heaps of delay and reverb. You've got to use delay and reverb, guys. It creates vibes. And you can agree that this is a vibey intro. This filters in over time. It's just some synth string loop that I resampled and stretched out with some more delay. Then we just got your stock standard risers, some infect effects, completely dry. Not a lot of thought went into this, guys. This song was actually meant to be another song. I sent it to Nexus for a collab, and then I completely just took the main bass and changed it, and I took a few of the effects over. So I made the whole song of Hair Clip in the Sand in about 2 hours because it was already made for another song. Hopefully Nexus finishes the original one day. Some more effects. This was some a mud pie that I did a while ago. Obviously plugins that aren't working. It's supposed to be just a reverb. I'll just replace it for now. Oops. Would have been something like that. More infect risers. Some more risers. I reckon this just would have been... I won't be able to show you what that is because it is faceplant, and I don't have faceplant anymore. Clearly it wasn't that imperative though. Anyway, most of those effects are what make up the intro. And then, yeah, and then we have the drums that come in. These drums are just copied over from the drop. This is my stubborn foreskin kick. Sorry about the names in some of these, but these are just drums that are ripped from other songs of mine. The Mafrada snare with a bit of frequency shifter going on, not much else. Some clap layers. What I like to do with snares, and I'll demonstrate it here, is have like a main snare sound. Even if this is made a while ago, my technique's changed a bit more now. So normally now I'll just take the body of like a snare that I like, and then grab like a clap to really bring the timbre of. So it's kind of just like mix and matching, like a puzzle piece, whatever. So if we lay these two together, can make this a bit shorter, add some saturation, add some reverb maybe before that. And then like some frequency shifting. And now you have like complete control over the timbre of your snare. So if we consolidate this to audio now, unwarp it. If we want the tail to be shorter or longer. Yeah, so that's basically what I've always kind of done, but the technique has changed over the course of time, considering this was made almost 2 years ago now, I think. Fuck, time flies. So we've just got, yeah, a few layers, a few more clap layers. And where is it? Oh no. Where have I put it? Oh, okay. Maybe it's not in the drop. Don't worry. Some delayed cymbals with delay on them, because it just takes out the edge in the intro, makes it a bit more wishy-washy. If you know what I mean. For this stubborn foreskin, for these cymbals and this snare and this kick, I will put them in Patreon, so you can grab them. If you're watching this, you're already on Patreon, which means you can get them.
If you can't do 10K for...
So yeah, just some claps, nothing too complicated. I think we've got, I don't know where that kick is, but I've put it in here somewhere. So yeah, it's just with the kick, layer with the clap. I can't even find the kick. Oh, here it is. Clearly it had some effects on there that are gone now, but they're both filtering in together, so it creates that cool sort of like, they're like coming up like out of nowhere sort of, because you don't really notice anything in here. Just a really subtle way to do a build up, because I personally don't like doing the big like 32 bar like bat. Sometimes I just like to have more of a subtle build up to create like a bit more of an element of surprise when the drop hits.
If you can't do 10K for a speed, then I don't want to hear no...
For the vocal, let's look at the vocal.
If you can't do 10K for a speed, then... If you can't...
Not a whole lot going on here either. It's just an a cappella ripped from some rap track. Literally no effects apart from this.
If you can't do...
It was like this.
If you can't do 10K for a speed, then I don't want to hear no...
And that bubbly effect is just from shifting it a bit and turning down the dry wet.
If you can't do 10K for a speed, then... If you can't do 10K for a speed, then I don't want to hear no... If you can't do 10K first beat, then I don't wanna hear no. If you can't do 10K first beat, then I don't wanna hear no.
One of my favorite samples, ripped from one of my favorite producers. So, anyway, into the drop.
I don't wanna hear no.